I'm cold like I'm sick with the flu. I cover my face and that's spring summer 2002. Yeah, please don't touch my ride. In the grass, Teddy, with the Teddy. Quick with the hands ready. Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off, I'm Cam, ready. Let's start in memory. Please don't pop my tie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Falcons are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Vikings, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble. As he'll bring this one out to the 27. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Gone.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Knight.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
To throw on third down. Knight. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Knight. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Now this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Boo, landed.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit. Here we go. Now. Watch it now.
Coleman now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An update from Buffalo. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 3rd down, Knight. The left side completion to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Coleman. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Knight connects with Sanu right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. K.D. Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down. Knight. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Detroit!
On first down, Knight. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 58 yards.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Knight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Get ready! Tiger! Tiger! Ahead!
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Bridgewater now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw. Knight. The swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Murray, strong running.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He
hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the... ...20. Time running out here on the play clock. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. A very solid gain of 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. He's to the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Here's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 105 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. Tiger.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Throw left side complete. It's right. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down near the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Third down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, they either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And this one brought in by Sanu. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Knight. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 59 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Back to throw. Knight. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Let's go. 180.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing again. Knight. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
No, check, Patriot.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Throwing on first down. Knight. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Flushed out right. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Knight being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Green 39.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 4th down, Knight steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills, they've moved out in front over the Patriots. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a short return to the 6-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So they're